watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Folks at home, you ready for a little bit of sunshine today? Well, I am introducing you to Dr. Harry Cohen. He is a psychologist and also the author of Be the Sun, Not the Salt. He is going to provide some amazing advice and positivity on this positive thinking day. Dr. Cohen, all right, lay it on us thick. I need a little sunshine today. Let's start at the top. You talk about taking inventory of mental clutter. What is this?
Well, we think a lot of stuff that is not helpful. And to the extent that we can, I mean, the whole point of this is make it easy, make it simple, make it enjoyable. Don't overthink this. But mental clutter is just stuff that we think that is not helpful. There's a difference between thoughts and thinking. You know, you can't stop the birds from flying overhead, but you can stop them from nesting in your hair. In other words, when you have thoughts that are not helpful, you go, that's not helpful. And then you move on. Mental clutter is what we all have to deal with. So don't worry about it. Don't overthink this stuff. Keep it simple. Keep it easy.
Certainly easier said than done, but you really do have a choice as to what you want to think about and focus on. And this is kind of the message I'm hearing, yes?
That's exactly it. We have a choice moment to moment what we think about and what we focus on. Thoughts come and go, right? But what you focus on, what wolf do you feed? You got two wolves inside you, the good wolf and the evil wolf. Well, which one wins? The one you feed. So the whole idea is to feed the good wolf. Cultivate good thoughts, cultivate good behavior, cultivate good company. Do it as best you can. Forgive yourself when you screw up and do the next right thing, period.
Love it. Again, keep it simple, stupid kiss approach. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to talk about positive energizers. You know, if we're really going to choose on what we're going to think about and we make the decision to think about the good, what do positive energizers mean?
Well, what it means when any one person is a positive energizer, that is, they behave in ways that make other people feel great being around them. And 99% of the time, it's because they are expressing virtuous behaviors, behaviors like being grateful, being kind, being dependable, being authentic, being curious, being generous. These virtues, which have been spoken about universally for thousands of years, are all good. Being around people who exude these, we love being around them and we are energized by them. Conversely, we are de-energized by people who are cynical, pessimistic, hostile, angry, irritated, irritable, and all the qualities that sometimes we engage in. So it's not about being someone else. It's about being your best self more often. And by doing so, people are energized by being around you.
Well, I can definitely tell you are one of these people energizers. People are attracted to the light. They like the positivity. They feel good when they're around you, and you become what you call a magnet.
Yes, and the reason you're a magnet is because people like to be around that kind of energy. That's why a plant tilts towards the sun. That's the whole purpose of the metaphor and the title of the book, Be the Sun, Not the Salt. 31-page reminders to, oh, right, do the next right thing. Be kind. Don't say everything that you're thinking. You can think it, you just don't have to say it. And you'll be the type of person that people go, I like him. I like her. Why is that? Because he's real, because he's pleasant, because he, means what he says what he means, and doesn't say it mean. These are really basic things that your grandmother or grandfather told you. All we got to do is practice it a little bit more.
All right, so Dr. Cohen, these are all rooted in something you call the heliotropic effect. What is this?
The science behind this is the heliotropic effect is why plants are drawn to the sun. They're drawn to the positive energy of the sun. And it turns out, as you spoke about earlier, these positive energizers, people are drawn to them. That is because of the heliotropic effect. We're drawn to the positive energy that these human beings exude. And just as much, we are repelled and recoiled from people who are negative energizers. That's what the heliotropic, why you're drawn to them is why the plant is drawn to the sun. It's an example of the heliotropic effect.
Okay, as you said, it is scientific and rooted in facts here. So again, you're giving us some really helpful instructional tips in this, what I would call Pocket Full of Sunshine book. I mean, it is small but mighty for sure. And as we are talking about Positive Thinking Day, I've just turned to a page that says, before you speak, ask yourself if it will be helpful. Let's touch on that a little bit, because I think people do forget to be gentle humans and remember that everybody's going through something.
It's so beautiful what you said. You picked it open and picked that one, and there's a million of those in there, which is so helpful to remember. May the words leave my lips, they have to pass through three gates. May they be truthful, may they be necessary, may they be kind. I don't need to say this, even though it might be true, even though I'm thinking it, even though I'm feeling it. The choice to not say something is a huge thing. And I've just learned that I'm 70 years old, been married 45 years. And oh my God, can you believe I just learned that? I don't have to say everything that I think to my wife. And the thing you said, which is this going to be helpful to this person at this time? Yes or no? I probably shouldn't say it. Good. Don't. So that discrimination, that little technique, everybody can do a little bit more.
You know, and something I'm often reminded of when I'm having these kinds of conversations is it's being intentional with your actions, your thoughts, your behaviors, your beliefs, and how you treat other people. Is that fair?
It's exactly the whole point. I couldn't say it any better. It is being deliberate and intentional and conscious of everything that you say and do. Period. Now, it's not a heavy lift. It's, yeah, that was a helpful reminder. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Cohen, if people want to be a little bit more in your sunshine, not only through some of the opportunities on the internet, but also picking up your book, how do we get in touch?
There's two ways. The easiest is on Amazon. It'll be there the next day if you have Amazon Prime, or you can go to BeTheSunNotTheSalt.com. There's tons of videos and posts on Instagram and places that we try and just keep putting resources out into the world for people to avail themselves to. And so Be the Sun, Not the Salt, you can pick it up there, or you can also get it on Amazon. And please, if you really like it, give it to somebody else. Get your own.
Beautiful. Well, I have so enjoyed this conversation. You have filled me with hope and positivity just being in your light, Dr. Cohen. Thank you for the time.
Right back at you.
Thank you, sir. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed our conversation. I encourage you to pick up Dr. Cohen's book and enjoy a little bit of sunshine on this Positive Thinking Day. Now, don't go anywhere. Karen and Taylor are joining us next to introduce this month's Book Nook pick and R.F. Kuang's brand new release, Catabasis. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.